Barry just asked, how important is fame to you? Well, there was a time in my life when that was a big goal of mine. And there are elements of fame that are important to me. And the big one there is freedom. If enough people are listening, then there is a value to what I'm saying. And so if I can get enough people listening that I can simply do what I feel like my purpose and what I'm drawn to and just follow my heart song and be in integrity and do that, and there's enough fame that I can monetize that in some way, to me that seems like fame sounds pretty enticing. I used to always look at the Beastie Boys in their heyday. They made a punk album, and they made a rap album, and then they had a zine that they did, and then they did whatever they wanted to do. They had enough fame that they could get resources to express themselves creatively however they wanted. They did a clothing line, whatever, skateboards, and I'm like, that sounds like a cool reason to be famous. There's all sorts of challenges that I'm discovering. Not that I'm famous in any means. There are very small circles where I'm known by many people, and those include Burning Man circles, because I've been making Burning Man videos for 15 years. And so if you've at any point searched for how do I Burning Man, you'll find videos of me. And so in those circles, it's a real kick for me, actually, to get to spend 1 week a year in a city where people know who I am. Not everybody, but a lot. And so it's a real kick. I don't think that would be that much fun to project that year round. By after a week of people going, "Hey, are you Halcyon?" and me going, "Yes, can I have a hug? Yes, yes, yes." After a week, I'm like, "Ugh." So I can't imagine what it would be like to be, known by a huge percentage of the population, and to have those connections all the time. I think that would be a real double-edged sword. At the same time, if I wanted to, I could put on a disguise, even wear a hat at Burning Man, and nobody would recognize me. But it's such a rare experience that I cultivate it, and I welcome it, and I appreciate it. As far as like being famous from an ego place, I'm currently more famous than I ever really imagined. Being able to share thoughts and ideas and expressions from as honest a place as I can, not trying to impress anyone, just trying to be as true as possible, and then have people that I've never met receive it and send me a note of gratitude that it touched them in some way. Like that is a thrill. That is that fame, or is that finding an audience to my art? Somewhere in there is a real joy, and at this stage, I think I'm pretty balanced as to what's being fed in me. Is it my ego or my heart? I think that my ego is in pretty good check, but I'm aware that there are times when when I'm low on time and unable to give enough attention to a really well thought out email I'm sent, I feel like, oh gosh, this is I'm not sure how to be a good person in this situation. So I'm trying to take it on as an adventure like everything else. Have integrity, be present, align with love, and hopefully that equation then allows me to play whatever role I'm supposed to in the universe, whether that is, shunned pornographer or wacky Burning Man guy or whatever. If I can follow the directions, have integrity, be present, align with love, then the tasks will unravel as they should. Besides, I got my own studio, so I take my own pictures. So in my mind, I've been famous for decades.